Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your bonus read. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot for this reading. Oh, how interesting. I just saw the Three of Cups and that was on the What's Cracking reading this morning. Alrighty, let's get into this nice and quick today. I have a feeling something's going on in the universe at the moment. The energy for me this morning is quite flat. It's a little bit it's a little bit like we're on some sort of stall at the moment. We may be, I'd have to check the moon cycles, but we might be heading for some sort of change coming through. Somebody will let me know, but you can feel it. You can feel that pause. Not a big pause. It's not like we're stuck. It's just that sort of apprehensive pause. Something is about to happen. All right, let's move on. Okie dokie. We have the Three of Pentacles coming through. So you might get a little bit of a repeat of the What's Cracking here because I've seen two cards that we got in the What's Cracking reading. The Three of Pentacles is a card of working on something. It's a card of two people bringing something together, a project team working. It's very much the card of self-employment. What it also comes up for me many times is because I'm so, I guess, aware of the original meanings of the cards. It also talks about some sort of contract that is being brought into fruition or is starting to manifest. The Three of Pentacles can be a soul contract, something that needs to come to a close or needs to be completed. And I feel like sometimes we complete cycles or chores or lessons, but maybe we're not always aware that we have pre-written those into our existence. So there is something here coming to a close or something that you're working on currently that you're bringing into closure. Now this could be finishing off a work project. It could be perhaps a stage of your business that has come to completion. But for many of you here, I feel like it's some sort of lesson that you're finally seeing or completing to help you move forward on your path. All right, so there's this feeling of stability here. The Four of Wands is a card of, it can be the card of commitment. It could be that you're bringing something around in some sort of commitment here. Let me just keep going for a moment. All right, okay. For some of you, you're bringing something into completion that is destined for you on your pathway. It's been something that's slow coming because I feel like here there was some sort of period of learning that you had to go through to reach this point. And it was something about learning how you could be more stable or more comfortable in your own skin. So there's an acceptance here. But what I also feel is for some of you here, you may have been waiting for somebody to come in and offer you commitment as part of a soul contract here. Yeah, Knight of Wands is here and the World. Okay, so we're getting very repeating card. Very repeating? Oh, Yvonne. You're getting repeating cards from the What's Cracking reading. There is something coming into completion. This is why I always use a different deck for the bonus read, because I think if these are the energies in the universe, you're going to get repeat cards. You are also going to send me emails and text messages saying, hey Yvonne, I've just drawn all the same cards as you this morning. That is the energies in the universe. This is what some people have trouble comprehending, that we are all part of a collective. Even if people aren't staying in that collective energy, even if they're sort of on their own paths, not realizing they're connected, you see it every day with these readings. So there is some sort of cycle that's completing here. The moon is here. Now I feel like with the moon, we are looking at something happening behind the scenes that we are not aware of. We're going about our business, doing what we need to do to complete something in our own lives here. So it's very much this energy that we've been working on our own stability. There may have been an energy here because both these cards are opposite energies. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow, precise journey. This person is taking action. It's very slow and precise. But then I see the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a more flippant, fast energy. So we have those two energies coming through with completion here. And what this says to me is that something appeared to be a long time coming, but I feel that you've been trapped in this overthinking it or analyzing it or going over it over and over again, like the Knight of Pentacles would, to ensure that you're doing everything you could. So it may seem that everything has been going very slowly, but you see it hasn't, because something is going on in the background here that's actually going extremely rapidly. So I'm not sure here whether this is representing you and somebody else, or whether it's representing the energies of the universe, with you being in the concept of human time. So something is happening very, very rapidly here to close out some sort of cycle. For some of you, it's the completion of a soul contract. All right. So I have the Two of Pentacles coming out. Now, the Two of Pentacles is a card that talks about weighing something up, weighing up a decision, weighing up an energy here. And the Pentacles can very often represent something more tangible. So we see someone in this particular deck, the waters behind this little guy are really, really calm. In some of the tarot decks, the water is absolutely torrid, crazy. Somebody's been making some sort of decision here. Somebody's been weighing up perhaps two options, two opportunities, two different ways to go. Whoever this person is has been very focused on one thing while they've been trying to bring balance to something else in their lives. And it makes me feel like the two Knights now, where there's a fast energy and a slow energy, and perhaps, as I said, because you're focused on one, you're not really seeing that the other one's moving or taking place here. But I do know that this person's ship is coming in. So something in this balancing out, this tossing round and round, is manifesting something, definitely manifesting something. And the moon is full here. And for me, the moon talks about the secrets, the universe holding secrets, the universe not revealing her hand at this time. But for you, you've been so focused on making the best version of yourself, doing what you need to do to bring yourself into some sort of completeness or wholeness, while in the background here everything has been happening and taking place. All right. Two of Swords coming through. So a lot of air. There was a lot of air in the other reading as well, and we do have the Emperor coming through here. So maybe for some of you here, it's something, what I feel like for some of you, this may be some sort of waiting for something to return, waiting for something to come in, waiting for the completion of this contract that will bring in some sort of stability here. Maybe you've been in a very unstable energy. When I see this, I think maybe you have been. Maybe you've been so busy focusing on something that something else has been happening behind the scenes and you're not seeing it. Because there seems to have been some sort of decision made here, possibly from a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like whatever's going on here, you're not completely aware of. Because you're in that energy of sort of not, look, she's got a blindfold on, and she may have been making a choice on what way to go. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I do something? Do I not do something? But all the time, something in the background's been happening here, but you haven't been aware of that. You've only been aware of what you could see, and you've got a blindfold on. So I feel like there is somebody in the background here who has been doing the same thing. Whoever this person is, they've been focusing on themselves too. They've been doing the work that they needed to do as part of their soul contract as well. They've been working towards something very, very diligently here. This person may have been closed off to others. They may have been really focused on their journey. They may have been working on their own career or their own lifestyle. But this person's been doing the same thing. But because you've been in this energy, you haven't seen what's going on, which means that perhaps for some of you, you had to learn how to trust the universe because you couldn't see what was happening in the background. All right, so we have the Chariot coming through with the Temperance card. Wow, I like it. And the Knight of Swords. Somebody's ready to communicate here. Somebody has brought balance into their own lives. You know what I feel like here? Sometimes with these cards, and I know somebody will say it too, sometimes when I do the What's Cracking, the bonus read is a continuation. Sometimes I do the What's Cracking, the bonus read is a complete copy. It's exactly the same reading. And every now and again I do the What's Cracking reading and then I do the bonus reading and I realise the What's Cracking is coming from one perspective of a person and the bonus read is coming from the other. And that's what we have today. I feel like the What's Cracking reading is perhaps the feminine energies coming through. This is the masculine energies. Both people have been working towards holding a level of power here, really understanding that they needed to self-invest. Really understand who they were, put the work into themselves. I feel really strongly, whoever this person is here, and we do have Aries and Cancer represented in this reading, so you could be dealing with people who have those energies. But I really feel that this is, and Sagittarius, of course, this is sort of the energy I always talk about with the Chariot, because people always talk about it being forward movement. And the thing is with it, the Sphinxes are not moving here. So this is one of the chariots that doesn't have the energy of movement. So I feel like somebody is working on themselves but not moving forward. When I see this, I see the energy of somebody bringing themselves into balance, which is also this energy here. So there's very much this energy of trying to find some sort of balance with something. But you can't always be focused on both pentacles at the same time. So I see somebody working out how to work themselves into a higher vibration, investing in themselves here. Whoever this person is has been dealing a lot with their internal emotion, but perhaps understanding that emotion, perhaps bringing stuff to the surface. But what it feels like to me is learning how to feel or immerse yourself in your emotions, because this person is coming forward with some sort of conversation, explanation, something here. And they're coming forward quite rapidly after understanding how to bring themselves into balance and to stand in their own power. All right, so we have the Justice card. Beautiful. A lot of major arcanas in this reading. 5 of Cups. All right, 4 of Cups coming through. The 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups tells me that there is a cup that needs to be offered here. There is a cup that is missing in those 2 cards that now needs to be offered. And with the Justice card here, this is telling me that there is something that's destined on your path that has not yet come completely into fruition. So I want to say what Spirit is showing me is that missing piece of the puzzle. But you see, you've been on this journey not really seeing what's going on behind the scenes. So always remember, because you can't see it, doesn't mean it's not happening. This is about having faith and trust in what's going on and being able to maintain this sense of being balanced within yourself, the balancing of the feminine, masculine energies within you to bring yourself into some sort of power within yourself. So something here is waiting to move forward. It's not quite ready yet, but this person is waiting to move forward. They have some sort of communication to bring through here. And it's about the cup that is missing between the 4 and the 5. All right, let's just have a quick look through it again. So I feel that there's some sort of soul contract here that's coming to completion. There is a sense of stability coming through. Perhaps for some of you, a commitment, somebody coming in to offer you the commitment. Something has moved very slow, but also very quickly, maybe in the background. But there's the completion of this. I feel very much with the moon energy here that whatever is going on here has been unknown to you. So maybe sometimes it's hard to trust the energy. Wow, Six of Swords behind that. See all the water everywhere? Sometimes it's really hard to trust things when you can't see what's happening. And as human beings, this is quite frightening, wondering what's happening in the background. You don't see this. This is the universe keeping things secret at this time. Oh, I got in a little bit of a daze then and start shuffling the deck. Sometimes when I'm like listening and it's quite a funny energy really, because you sort of miss everything that's going on in the background. Well, that's interesting. We have that victim mentality card coming through with great gratitude. So these are the energies that you are playing with, perhaps with your two pentacles. And sometimes that's just what we do when we're trying to understand something, but we don't have all the information. We know with victim mentality, let's do that one first. Oh, consciousness number 7. This is about taking your power back. A man is hunched in a corner with a rope tied around one wrist. The other end of the rope is tied to a bedpost. Next to him is a picture of a waterfall and the water flowing out of the picture splashing around him. Though the water represents his spirit trying to lift him up, the man feels hopeless, reined to his situation, even though he has the freedom to untie the rope and leave. Now this is the 8 of Swords energy, which we saw in the What's Cracking reading. You may have a victim consciousness about a situation you're in or about your life in general. So maybe you'd already resigned yourself to the fact that nothing was going to work out and you were just sad and stuck in your head about it. Although you are feeling powerless, unable to direct your destiny, you are like the man in the card. You have the power to untie yourself, stand up, take action and move on. There's something so disabling in the victim mentality. It can create a paralysis of will and energy that keeps you absolutely stuck. Your attitude may come from the situation or from a power-hungry person trying to control your life. Your mindset may also be sourced in a story from your past where your power was stripped away. Either way, you must untie yourself from this negative pattern, open yourself to the strength of your spirit, and reclaim your right to direct your own life. Even if you've had the powerless view for a long time, it's time to stand up for yourself now. Now, what I feel like you're coming into is this, which is the gratitude card, which is also a consciousness card. So let me just get back to this one, because I think this is a beautiful confirmation of the reading, maybe both readings. A woman holds baby birds in her hands. Aww. Listening to the songbirds in the trees behind her, she has a deep appreciation for the simple sweetness of the world. Gratitude is a consciousness of great energy, and this card indicates that you are capable of moving into this powerful vibration now. In fact, it's the perfect time to focus on this conscious choice as a way of life. You have much to be grateful for, even if you don't always notice it. Your choice to acknowledge the many sources of value in your life acts like a beacon in the universe, one that draws many more things to appreciate to you. This ongoing gratitude also sparks a heightened enthusiasm for life and an absolutely irresistible life force. That's your vibration coming up. So expect great things from your great gratitude. The universe rewards your genuine appreciation. So what you're being asked to do at the moment is move from this energy into this energy to raise your vibration. So some of you are stuck in this energy of overthinking, but you're starting to understand this cycle and bringing yourself into this new energy. So I feel like for many of you, you're moving through this. And we've talked a lot about this victim consciousness in the last week. Even on my live, we had a bit of a chat about it. So many of you starting to understand how you hold yourself back by getting into this energy. But really, victim consciousness is very different from what we think it is, the victim mentality, because perhaps you're not understanding that you're in this energy. So if you want to break out, if you want to get your life moving forward, if you want to bring yourself into a higher vibration, maybe have a really good read up on this energy. All right, leave you with that. Thank you.